Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hashim Ali Khan. In this video, I'm going to explain you the provisions regarding the perquisite of interest-free loan or concession in interest on loan provided by the employer. So previous video I have solved the problems on rent-free accommodation. All these are the perquisite problem, valuation of perquisite. So specific provisions are given by the Income Tax Act. We have to remember the provision, then only we can solve it. So all these videos are interlinked. So my suggestion to you, make the watching in continuity. Don't come and join in between and don't skip the video. If you have not watched the earlier videos, go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject Income Tax 1 for the assessment year 2021. And in rhythm, in a continuity, watch the video from beginning. Then only you can be able to get the command on the subject Income Tax. So last video, I have explained you the provision regarding rent-free accommodation, solved so many problems on calculating the value of rent-free accommodation. Now, in this video, I am going to solve the problems on another perquisite. The perquisite is a rent-free loan given by the employer. Sometimes the employer will provide a loan to the employee without any interest. Suppose if the employee has taken a loan from bank, he would have to pay the interest. Now interest is saved. Without paying the interest, he got the loan from the employer. It's a benefit. So Income Tax Act says it's a benefit taxable in the hands of the employee when interest-free loan is obtained from the employer. Or sometimes the employee gets the loan at a concessional rate of interest. Suppose the banker is charging 15% rate of interest, but the employer is charging only 5% rate of interest. That means the employee is getting 10% benefit, and that is also taxable perquisite. So here the topic is perquisite in the form of interest-free loan given by the employer or concession in the rate of interest on loan given by the employer. Right? Very small topic, only 4 problems will solve. Now, see carefully. So before starting the problem, I suggest you to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. So without problems, you cannot be able to understand the solution explanation. So my suggestion, keep it ready, the problems. First one, compute the value of perquisite. Remember, here we have to compute the rate of interest charged by the employer with the rate of interest charged by SBI in India. In India, the largest commercial bank is State Bank of India, SBI. So the rate of interest charged on different loans given by SBI will be the value of the perquisite. Compute the value of perquisite for the interest-free loan taken by the employee from the employer. This is the first problem. He availed a housing loan of 10 lakh rupees. The outstanding amount is 6,80,000. First case. We have to assume that the SSC has taken a loan. The employee has taken a loan of rupees 10 lakh. But the outstanding amount of the loan is 6,80,000. Remember one point. The interest will be charged on not the total amount of loan taken, the outstanding amount. The amount repaid should not be considered. The SSC has taken a loan of 10 lakh, but the amount remaining is 6,80,000. The balance already he has repaid. The interest will be charged. The perquisite will be calculated on the outstanding amount, that is 6,80,000. Now he has availed interest-free loan. Interest-free, he is not paying any interest. So the value of the perquisite is the rate of interest charged by SBI on housing loan. That is given in the last line of the problem. SBI housing loan 8.75%. Interest rates charged by SBI housing loan 8.75% given in the problem. So in all the problems, the rate of interest charged by SBI will be given. So here the solution will be computation of value of perquisite. Availed housing loan of 10 lakh, outstanding amount is 6,80,000. So the perquisite value is the rate of interest charged by SBI on housing loan, that is 8.75%. On the loan amount outstanding 6,80,000. So we have to calculate the value of the perquisite 8.75% on the loan amount outstanding. So 8.75% of 6 lakh 80,000, 59,500 is the value of the perquisite taxable in the hands of the employee. Now, second point, he availed a medical loan for the prescribed ailment in an approved hospital for the treatment of his wife, 7 lakh. Assessee's wife is suffering from the prescribed ailment. Income Tax Act has given a list of diseases. So Income Tax Act says if the employee has taken a loan from the employer for medical treatment of himself, herself or their family members, then and the treatment will be done in a prescribed hospital. So two conditions. First of all, prescribed ailment. Secondly, approved hospitals. If the medical treatment is done in an approved hospital, then the value of the perquisite will be nil, no tax. In our problem, assessee's wife is suffering from the prescribed ailment, prescribed disease. The diseases are different diseases, and the names of the diseases are prescribed by the Act, like cancer, AIDS, or any critical disease of eyes, ear, nose, throat, which require surgical operation. So all these are the prescribed ailments. And if the treatment is done in an approved hospital, whatever is the loan taken interest free, that is a tax free perquisite. So actually avail medical loan for the prescribed ailment in an approved hospital for the treatment of his wife, 7 lakh. It's a tax free perquisite. The value of the perquisite is nil. Now next one, third one. He availed a car loan of rupees 3 lakh. He availed an interest-free car loan. So availed a car loan of 3 lakh. Rate of interest charged by SBI on car loan 9.7% given in the problem. No need to remember the rates. In the problem it will be specified. So car loan 9.7% is the interest charged by SBI. The value of the perquisite is 9.7% of 3 lakh, 29,100 is the value of the perquisite. Third point completed. Now fourth point, he availed a cloth loan of rupees 10,000 and educational loan of 4,000. Interest charged by SBI, housing loan 8.75%, education loan 10.55%, personal loan 12.505%, car loan 9.7%. This is the information. The last item it is given, fourth item it is given, employee has taken a cloth loan of rupees 10,000 and education loan of rupees 4,000. So aggregate, if you add up 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000 rupees is the amount of loan. Income Tax Act has given the provision. If an employee has taken petty loans, the aggregate of all petty loans are not more than 20,000, not exceeding 20,000, then the value of the perquisite is nil, no tax. So up to 20,000 loan, aggregate of all loans taken aggregating 20,000, up to 20,000 will be called petty loans, and on petty loans there is no perquisite at all, tax free perquisite. So here in the last case, 10,000 plus 4,000, 14,000, it is less than 20,000, we can treat it as petty loan, so interest free, tax free perquisite. So here I am given availed a cloth loan 10,000, education loan 4,000. The value of perquisite is nil. Since it is a petty loan, the aggregate of all loans taken together is below 20,000. Hence the value of the perquisite is nil. So remember the amount 20,000. Up to 20,000 petty loan, no value of perquisite. Now second problem. Problem number 2. Mr. Akash is working in a company. During the previous year, relevant to the current assessment year, he took a housing loan of 4 lakh at the rate of 6%. The employee, Mr. Akash, he has taken a housing loan of rupees 4 lakh from the employer at the rate of 6% per annum. The entire amount still outstanding. Interest charged by SBI is 8.75%. Previous problem we have seen, first problem where interest free loan. No interest is charged by the employer in the previous problem. But now interest is charged by the employer at the rate of 6%. At the rate of 6% is the interest charged by the employer. But the SBI rate is 8.75%. Here it is called the employee got the loan at concessional rate of interest. Employee has got the loan at a concessional rate of interest. If he has taken a housing loan from the bank, he would have been charged 8.75%. But now the employer is charging only 6%. The concession in the matter of interest, right? Now, await, which is this one here. Computation of value of perquisite. Housing loan taken from the employer at the rate of 6%, 4 lakh. 4 lakh rupees is the loan amount. Interest charged by the employer 6%. Interest charged by SBI on housing loan is 8.75%. So he got some concession in the rate of interest. So concession in the rate of interest 8.75 minus 6 is 2.75%. 2.75% is the concession he is getting. Of that concession on amount outstanding loan, that is the value of the perquisite. Value of perquisite regarding concession rate of interest is 2.75% on the loan amount of 4 lakh. So 2.75% of 4 lakh, 11,000 is the value of perquisite. This is the second point. Now third, Mr. Bhaskar is working in Canara Bank and he availed a housing loan of 57 lakh at 6.5%. Again, housing loan 57 lakh, rate of interest charged by the employer 6.5%. The outstanding amount is 12 lakh 50,000. Interest will not be charged on the total loan taken. Interest to be charged on the outstanding amount. The outstanding amount is 12 lakh 50,000. Interest charged by SBI is 8.75%, just like the previous problem. SBI rate of interest 8.75%. Employer is charging interest at 6.5%. So subtract कर लेंगे 8.75 minus 6.5, it comes to 2.25%. So 2.25% is the concession in interest rate, and that 2.75% will be charged on the outstanding loan amount, that is 12,50,000. That's it. Exactly similar to the previous problem. Housing loan taken from the employer at 6.5% is 57 lakh. Outstanding loan amount is 12,50,000. The interest charged by SBI on housing loan is 8.75%. The concession in the rate of interest 8.75 minus 6.5, it comes to 2.25. The value of perquisite 2.25% of 12,50,000, 28,125 is the value of the perquisite. Last and final problem, fourth one. Mr. Avinash is working in a company for the last 18 years. Loan of rupees 75 lakh at the rate of 3% is granted for purchasing a house of the employer by the employer. Calculate the value of the perquisite in the following three situations. Three situations are given. If the loan is granted to Mr. Avinash, if the loan is granted to Avinash's son, if the loan is granted to Avinash's friend, the interest charged by SBI is 8.75%. SBI rate of interest on housing loan is 8.75, whereas employer is charging 3%. So what is the concession in interest rate? 8.75 minus 3 is 5.75%. 5.75% is the concession in interest rate. Now loan amount is 75 lakh and concession in interest rate is 5.75%. Now under the three situations we have to give the explanation. How much is the value of the perquisite? Housing loan from the employer 3%, 75 lakh. Interest charged by SBI on housing loan 8.75%. Concession in interest rate 8.75 minus 3, 5.75 is the concession in interest. This will be taken for calculating interest. If the loan is granted to the SSC Avinash, first case, if the loan is given by the company, by the employer to Avinash, employee, then the value of the perquisite is 5.75% on 75 lakh. It comes to 4,31,250. If the loan is granted to the employee Avinash, then the value of the perquisite 4,31,250. Second, if the loan is granted to Avinash's son, Avinash's son is a family member. Income Tax Act has given that the perquisite is taxable if the benefit is given either to the employee or family member. The perquisite is taxable if the benefit is given not only to the SSC but also to the family member of the SSC. Son is a family member. Avinash's son is a family member. So when the company has given the loan to Avinash's son, it's a fully taxable perquisite in the hands of Avinash. So if the loan is granted to Avinash's son, son is a family member, so the value of the perquisite is same, 4,31,250, no change, whether the loan is given to Avinash or son. If the loan is granted to Avinash's friend, remember, friend is not part of the family. Friend does not come within the ambit of family. Who are the persons who will come within the ambit of the family? Spouse, parents, children, children's spouses. That's it. The friends will not fall within the ambit of family. Even dependent parents will come under family. The friend is not a part of the family. So if the company provides the loan to Avinash's friend, it is not a taxable perquisite in the hands of Avinash. The value of the perquisite is nil in the hands of Avinash. That's all. So we have completed the problems on interest-free loan given by the employer or concession in the matter of interest on the loan provided by the employer to the employee. So you have to remember these provisions. So in the coming problems, we will solve the entire problem in a comprehensive problem. So far we have done individually how to calculate EA deduction, HRA deduction, then perquisites, basic salary, then perquisites by rent-free accommodation, interest-free, separate problems we have done. Now in the next video, I am going to solve the problem where comprehensive problem. In a single problem, computation of income from salary, all the provisions will be given regarding calculation of basic, calculation of all other items that come under the head salary, allowances, different types of allowances will be given. Then apart from that, perquisites, rent-free accommodation, then you'll get profit in lieu of salary. Lastly, we have to calculate gross salary, then deductions under section 16, then we'll get income from salary. The comprehensive problem, we'll do it in the next video, right? So this is the end of this 4 problems I've solved on interest-free loan. So if you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Share it if you are not, share it in your groups, in your friend circle. Subscribe my channel if you have not yet subscribed. So continue watching these videos because you cannot join in between. All the best for your preparations. See you again in the next video on the next topic.